Hello everyone, today we'll be having a look at volume 81 of One Piece, titled Let's Go See Master Nekomamushi. Looking at the cover, we have the Straw Hat Pirates in the center of this cover page, with Luffy right at the bottom there. Behind them we have various members of the Mink tribe, including Arashi and Nekomamushi behind at the back. And we also see Momo in his dragon form. Looking at the side, looking at the back, looking underneath the jacket cover, it's pretty much the same as the main jacket cover. However, there are two appearances, at least from what I've seen, of Panda Man. I'll zoom in to one of them because it's quite hard to see here. But you can clearly see one in the mouth of Blackback. So that's the character to the left of Carrot, just to the left and below there. So you can see Panda Man in his mouth. Not sure what he's doing there. And I'll zoom in on the location of the other Panda Man. Now, because this has already been animated, I'm not going to go into too much detail as I would usually do in my in-depth summary review. So for those of you who don't know or haven't seen one of my previous videos, what I usually do is not a type of overview of what I find interesting about this volume. I tend to do more of a type of summary review. It's a good way to catch up or to remind you or to keep up to date with the One Piece volumes as they come out. So usually what I do in my proper in-depth summary review is basically almost page by page explain what's going on and point out things that are interesting or what I find interesting and how it may relate to other part of the story or other part of the whole One Piece story. Okay, let's look inside. Have some artwork here. Volume 81 has 10 chapters from chapter 807 to chapter 816. Anyway, so this one, as I mentioned, I'm just going to go briefly over the chapters. Of course, I will flip through page by page. But yeah, I'll just give a more basic summary on what's going on per chapter. Chapter 807, 10 days ago. The Straw Hats reunite with Brook and find out how the Sunny crew escaped the Big Mom pirates. Upon receiving a word that one of the dukes have awakened, Wanda takes the Straw Hats to see him, telling them about Jack's invasion. Chapter 808, Duke Inu Arashi. Wanda tells the Straw Hats how Jack invaded to look for Raizo of the Wano country, but they refused their offers of peace and attacked Zoe. The Straw Hats then meet Untitled and find out Jack used Caesar's gas weapon to claim victory. Chapter 809, titled Master Nekomamushi. Arashi explains the antagonistic relationship between him and the other ruler of Zou, Nekomamushi. During Jack's invasion, Arashi arrived to stop him, but retreated as dusk fell. This is when Nekomamushi arrived and started attacking Jack. So this is a pretty good tactic by the people of Zou, coming in different forces, one during the day, one during the night, not giving Jack's forces time to recover in a way. Chapter 810, The Straw Hat Pirates Arrive. Jack battled the Minks tribe for 5 days, but grew irritated by the Minks and their resistance, and so he resorted to using the Caesar gas weapon, and thus they won. The next day, Jack left and Sanji's group arrived, helping the Minks in danger. Chapter 811, Roko. Sanji's group drove the beast pirates away and cured the Minks of the gas poisoning. However, the Big Mom pirates arrived at Zou several days later. Chapter 812, titled Capone Gangbeji. Pecoms and Capone Beji arrive on Zou, but Pecoms become friendly to Sanji's group after finding out they saved his people. However, Beji shoots Pecoms and takes Sanji's group captive, revealing Sanji as the third son of the Vinsmoke family, and he is set to marry Pudding of the Charlotte family during Big Mom's tea party. Chapter 813, titled Tea Party Invitation. Beji revealed a secret about Sanji's family. Causing him to willingly agree to go with him, and he writes a note to his crew. However, he frees Nami, Chopper, and Brook from Beji's body, and the fire tank pirates were forced to retreat. Sanji wrote in his note that he had to go meet a woman and would be back soon. Chapter 814, Let's Go See Master Nekomamushi. In the present, the Straw Hats visit the recovering Nekomamushi and Pecons. During this visit, Pecons reveals that the Vinsmoke family is a family of killers. Chapter 815, take me with you. Luffy decides to go with Peckhams and rescue Sanji alone. Robin, Frankie and Brook attempt to prevent the samurais from getting to Zou, but they fall asleep on duty. Remember, our samurai friends Kiemon and Kanjuro come from the Wano country, and you have to remember that the whole reason that Zou got destroyed was because Jack was looking for an individual called Raizo, who, according to their intel, was supposed to be located in Zou. So the Straw Hats believe that it's better if these samurais didn't meet up with the Minks, otherwise the Minks could be hostile towards the Straw Hats and samurai. However, the samurai arrive the next morning, and we see the monkey with them running off to report that the samurais have arrived. Chapter 816, Dog vs. Cat. The Minks are alerted to the samurai's arrival, and both Inuarashi and Nekomamushi send troops to look for them. So I guess things aren't looking good for the samurais. However, the two rulers come face to face and start squabbling. You have to remember that Inuarashi and Nekomamushi are at odds with one another, and hence they even rule at different times of the day. Basically, they're at each other's necks. Despite the interference from the Straw Hats, the samurai come to stop their fighting, and the Minks reveal to them that Raizo was alive and in Zou. So all the things that the Minks tribe had been through was in order to protect their friends of the Wano country. I remember reading this chapter when it came out. It completely blew me away. Probably one of the best reveals in One Piece in a good long while, and yeah, it just sends me chills even when it was animated. Okay, that was it. Just some artwork now. And some info about One Piece Gold. Do check that out if you have access to it. Okay everyone, thanks for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. I hope to do one volume each week, accompanied with some cover stories. And yeah, look forward to them. Thanks, bye.